So, have you ever heard of a website called CourseSmart.com? Now, when I was a junior in college, I used CourseSmart.com to get my textbooks in a digital format. Now, on CourseSmart, I could sign up and download any textbook that I had in an e-textbook format, or I would get it in a PDF format. My senior year, I was able to get 4 out of 5 textbooks from CourseSmart.com. So that means when I was walking to class, I'd have my textbook in a digital format on my. Just a side note before we get into the note cards is, if I right-click or highlight any type of text from a PDF format to anything on my CourseSmart textbook, I right-click on a Mac and I can click Speech, Start Speaking, and the Mac will read to me. In conjunction with CourseSmart, make my note cards in a digital format. Now, using Apple's version of PowerPoint called Keynote, I was able to do that. So on my first slide, I would type in, for example, water. And then I'd pull up my next slide and cut and paste the definition, H2O, and so on. Through CourseSmart, I was able to cut and paste because you can look up keywords, or I would use my existing notes from the semester and bring up my note cards. Now, for example, this is what my note cards would look like in that format. Is I would have the first slide, the second slide, first slide, second slide, first slide, and so forth. Now, I'd repeat this process until I was finished with all my note cards. Now, here in a Mac on this version, I have 195 different note cards. Then I'd go up here to share, and I'd send to iPhoto. Once I click that, it would ask me how I wanted to send them to iPhoto. I'd click next because I want the highest quality, then final note cards, and then I'd click send. And then voila, here they are, my note cards. Now I'd have all my note cards here, and I'd have them all here in my photos as a photo album. Now the cool thing with the Mac is through this, I would take it to the next step, and I would upload them onto any type of mobile device, say my iPad, my iPhone, anything that could hold photos I could send this album to. And one of those items that I could do was my iPod Touch. And I'd have the note cards right here on my iPod Touch. So there we go. Note cards anytime, anywhere. I don't got pizza on my note cards. I didn't lose my note cards. Anytime, anywhere. I love this. When I figured this out, this saved my butt in college. And if that wasn't good enough, I'd also use things to my benefit, like uploading them, as you can see here, Note Cards 422. If you check it out on YouTube, I'll upload my note cards onto the internet. And I did this for a class where there was a curve in the class, and I noticed that if I uploaded my note cards for the final, if the class did better on the test, I would get a better score. And sure enough, the class did better. I shared my note cards out, had over 260 views of those note cards, and the class did better on the test, and which in turn pushed my grade up because I was already above the curve. Now this is a great way to have your note cards any place, anytime. So if grandma's birthday party isn't your thing, bam, hit the note cards, baby. If you have any questions, just email me or whatever. And thanks. Bye.